have not formally seen any complaint or any complainant coming to me with a claim that he has been declared dead when he is alive. That one should be easy to resolve. The worst thing would be declaring a living person, declaring a dead person alive. If you declare a dead person alive, that is an intention to create a ghost. If somebody has died, but you claim that person is living, that means you want to continue benefiting from the proceeds meant for that person. But if there was a mistake where a living person was declared dead, this would be easy to correct, in my opinion. So what I would say is we can always come to help this kind of situation when we get the facts. I will request the media to help us mobilize anybody with grievances, because in the government we have got grievance handling desk. We have community development officer in whose office anybody can walk and raise their complaints. We have the political leaders like myself. Anybody can come here and raise their complaints. I have helped so many people in following up things to do with their gratuities, pensions, and other benefits, including salary delays. And the COW's office is equally open. So I really want to appeal to anybody who has any form of grievance relating to pension, gratuity, or any other issue relating to service delivery to come forward, and we pledge to support them. We are really thinking to work, we want to work very hard and resolve most of the issues. We have had some human resource constraints when some of our staff were implicated by Inspectorate of Government and they were in the
pensions and the gratuities for the last 3 financial years, and that's why the total number of people who have benefited from Moyo District local government from the very start here, when you see from number 1 up to 103, meaning that this Iranya who appeared here and also who appeared in number 53, number 50 appeared twice, and if you take the total, meaning that 103 individuals were paid by Moyo District local government. So in a situation where there are irregularities in documentation, the district council is not supposed to allow passing of such a document for future use. But Moyo District, under the leadership of Honorable William Sanyama, decided and used the executive power to pass, to give permission. Actually got his permission from the executive. The executive, their work is to ensure that the proper documentation of information. And this also explains that we have issues. There is something that we need to follow up surrounding issues related to how Moyo District document their profile, their information, how they update their information systems is now what needs to be also followed up. Because if this can appear in a document that is supposed to be for future use, then meaning that we are going to put the future generation in trouble. Now that one brings us to number. There is no variation here from what you can see. There is no variation. Are you seeing? So my copy, they decided to shade it. When you see my copy, they shaded it to hide the truth. 79. Now without the 79 number, how did you arrive to 103? Mathematically, can that work? This cannot work. Unless if you are saying 79 is not there, then you have to reduce this number from 103. You have to reduce it let it be now less. So now from other councillors, now you can see the same document here. The same document of state of address of the chairman. I think you have seen it. And then inside, let us go to check number 79. You can see estate here, estate of late Mawadri Michael Kizito. The Moyo district paid estate of late Michael.
My name is Mawadri Michael Kizito. It is a surprise to me to hear that I am dead. I am not dead, I'm alive, serving in a Juman district local government. I left Moyo district local government in 2011, December. I was serving in Moyo district local government as a community development officer. The last station where I have served was Itula sub-county. When a Juman district local government put advert for the post of a sub-county chief, I had applied and I went successful, after which I transferred my service to a Juman district local government through normal procedure. So I am alive, I am not dead.
Is it this true, or are you aware of this kind of the issues?
That is a lie. I have not received any single coin from Moyo district local government after when I have transferred my service to Ajumani. Either in form of gratuity, in form of pension, there was nothing which I have received from Moyo district local government. So that is a lie.
Okay, now after hearing this, how do you feel and what are you going to take? What kind of action do you have in place?
I think I need to find out the truth from Moyo district local government under which circumstances for which they have declared me dead. Then if their answer or their defense is not clear to me, that's when I will be able to take maybe legal procedures against them. But at the moment, I am surprised to hear from you that Moyo had declared me dead.
Okay. So, what kind of things that do you think that will prevent you? How dangerous is it to you? Should in case this kind of thing happens in the future to you?
It will have a great impact on me because being a servant, we all know that when you clock the age of 60, you have to retire. That is a mandatory retirement. After the mandatory retirement, there are around 2 benefits which you will get. The first is the gratuity, which you need to get, and of which I have qualified for that gratuity. Then the last benefit which I will get after my service is the pension. So if Moyo has declared that I am dead and they are paying all those things, meaning that at the end of my service in a Juman district local government, I will get less benefit, meaning that half of what they have calculated will be deducted away out of what I have done, and at the same time it will make processing my gratuity and pension more difficult because I am a dead person. So
Kizito Adrawa, actually I was the first person who realized that the report was not correct. Because Kizito Adrawa actually is my brother-in-law. So when we saw this his name, you see the report I give is a report I get from departments. Every department is required to report on implementation of government programs and service delivery. So when indeed we found in the printing, after even the report was printed already, the name of Mr. Kizito was on the list. Even I spoke to him because we have our contacts. Me and Kizito talked. We confirmed it was him. I talked to a living person, not a dead person. Then I got in touch with the cow. Then, not the current cow. I got in touch with the then cow. I also got in touch with the Bosco, Madara Bosco, who generated the report. And he apologized. I directed him to apologize to Kizito also. He apologized. He said it was a mix-up in the reporting system. He agreed it was in error, but of course now the report was given with the error. So those who had received the copies of the report could not cross it or could not delete it. But in-house, it was really agreed the report, that particular part was not correct. And I can confirm to you, I spoke to Kizito, I spoke to Madrab Bosco on the same issue. And he apologized and said that was in error.
Yeah, but how about the aspect of the payment? Him as such, or it never went?
As per the report of Bosco, the payment did not go to him. According to Bosco, what he could tell me, it was an error that there was a mix-up of somebody who was who transferred his service from Moyo to Germany. He only transferred service. Indeed, he was a staff of Moyo district, but he has transferred his service to Germany, but he is still a serving officer. So it would be wrong for any money of that kind to go to him, because this is not a national social security fund. For NSSF, if you transfer your service from one organization to another one, you may qualify to get your earnings, your savings from the other organization, if you qualify by age. But this is government. If you move from local government A to local government B, you will still continue to build on your benefits on what you started. So if there was any money paid to both, to Kizito, then that would be another error. And if there is anybody who has the information, because I asked Kizito whether he got that kind of money, he said he did not. For me, I don't say account with him, so I cannot tell what he has earned. But it is, the burden is on him. The burden is also on the accounting office of the district to prove if such amount of money was paid to Kizito. And if that kind of money was paid, I would want anybody to come forward to volunteer that kind of information, because that one is already adequate to prosecute any officer who has messed up that kind of process.
But Chairman, why this thing happened just like this? What went wrong really?
What went wrong should be asked to the generator of the information. I am not origin. I don't work in the human resource department. I supervise a cow. The cow supervises the human resource function. So, if a report was given, and this report was assigned to be an authentic report, then we depend on that kind of report, because it came from our staff. It came from a principal human resource officer. So, and not all information given was wrong. Most of the information given were correct. So what we are saying now, is, if that particular information was wrong, as it is, indeed it was wrong, the most important question here is, did Kizito receive the money? Mr. Kizito said he never received that kind of money. Because if Kizito also got that money, both Kizito and the human resource officer and the accountants will have to be held accountable. Because it is also wrong to receive money which is not meant for you. Yeah. So if Kizito received that money, he's also a suspect. Then the human resource officer who included his name to benefit from that money is a suspect. The accountant who authorized the payment is a suspect. The accounting officer who authorized the payment is a suspect. All this will have to answer to prefer the charges on this kind of background.